Welcome to the primer for Week 2 of Diversity and Disability Across the Lifespan. As the title of this course suggests, we will be examining disability across the entire developmental lifespan, from birth and infancy to older adulthood. I'm going to go a bit out of chronological order here in order to integrate a service learning component into our course. For Week 2, I'm asking you to read Chapter 15 of the Smart Text, Chapter 24 of the Sue Text, as well as an additional article, all of which pertain to older adults. According to an article titled Fighting Ageism in the May 2003 issue of the APA Monitor, written by Melissa Dittman, geropsychologists say that the number of Americans 60 and older is growing, but society still isn't embracing the aging population. Whether battling quote-unquote old geezer stereotypes or trying to obtain equal standing in the workplace, those who are 60 or older may all too often find themselves the victim of ageism. In fact, in a survey of 84 people ages 60 and older, nearly 80% of respondents reported experiencing ageism, such as other people assuming they had memory or physical impairments due to their age. The 2001 survey by Duke University's Dr. Erdman Palmore also revealed that the most frequent type of ageism, reported by 58% of respondents, was being told a joke that pokes fun at older people. 31% reported being ignored or not taken seriously because of their age. The study appeared in the Gerontologist, Volume 41, Number 5. The APA Monitor article goes on to say, and what's worse, ageism also seeps into mental health care. Older patients are often viewed by health professionals as set in their ways and unable to change their behavior, aging experts say. Mental health problems such as cognitive impairment or psychological disorders, caused at least in part by complex pharmacological treatments, often go unrecognized and untreated in this growing demographic, many researchers believe. The deficit in treatment comes at a time when those over the age of 85 make up the fastest growing segment of the U.S. population. Nearly 35 million Americans are over 65 years old, according to the 2000 U.S. Census, and that number is expected to double by 2030 to 20% of the population. The article goes on to explain the effects of ageism in older adults. Not only are negative stereotypes hurtful to older people, but they may even shorten their lives, finds psychologist Becky Levy, assistant professor of public health at Yale University. In Levy's longitudinal study of 660 people 50 years and older, those with more positive self-perceptions of aging lived 7.5 years longer than those with negative self-perceptions of aging. This study appeared in the Journal of Personality and Social Psychology, Volume 83, Issue Number 2. On the other hand, people's positive beliefs about and attitudes towards the elderly appear to boost their mental health. Dr. Levy found that older adults exposed to positive stereotypes have significantly better memory and balance, whereas negative self-perceptions contributed to worse memory and feelings of worthlessness. Age stereotypes are often internalized at a young age, long before they are even relevant to people, Dr. Levy notes, adding that even by the age of 4, children are familiar with age stereotypes which are reinforced over their lifetimes. As rehabilitation counselors, we must be aware of the stereotypes we have internalized about different groups of people and work to address these stereotypes so that we can provide the best care possible to the individuals we serve at all stages of the lifespan. In order to allow you to spend time with older members of our community, learn about their wants, needs, desires, strengths, dreams, goals, and challenges, and challenge some of the biases or stereotypes of older adults we may hold, we will complete a service learning activity with the El Paso Parks and Recreation Senior Center. First, what is service learning? According to the Learn and Serve American National Service Learning Clearinghouse, service learning is a teaching and learning strategy that integrates meaningful community service with instruction and reflection to enrich the learning experience, teach civic responsibility, and strengthen communities. We will be partnering with Mr. David Lopez, Senior Division Coordinator for El Paso Parks and Recreation, to design modules of information that will address the needs of older adults based on the Healthy People 2020 objectives. Healthy People, managed by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, provides science-based 10-year national objectives to improve the health of all Americans. According to the Healthy People 2020 website, for 3 decades, Healthy People has established benchmarks and monitored progress over time in order to encourage collaborations across communities and sectors, empower individuals towards making informed health decisions, and measure the impact of prevention activities. For the purpose of this service learning project, we will be focusing on the following priority areas identified by Mr. Lopez: diabetes, sedentary lifestyle, Alzheimer's disease and dementia, fall prevention, back conditions and arthritis, planning for care in nursing facilities, abuse and neglect prevention, mental and emotional well-being, and blood pressure and cardiovascular disease. Mr. Lopez will be coming to speak during the first hour of class in week 2. Before Mr. Lopez visits, I would like you to explore 2 websites, the Healthy People website and the El Paso Parks and Recreation website, providing the locations of the 10 senior centers. Go to the Healthy People 2020 website, which is healthypeople.gov. On the Healthy People 2020 website, I'd like you to first go to Topics and Objectives in the top menu bar. Scroll down and choose the new topic area, Older Adults. Please explore all of the tabs on this page, including Overview, Objectives, and you can explore each of these links as well. Interventions and resources, and national snapshots. Next, go to the Senior Center page, which is www.elpaso-texas.gov/parks-and-recreation/senior-center-locations. Familiarize yourself with the locations and write down the top 3 locations most convenient for you to visit. I'm looking forward to seeing you next week when we will review the syllabus and provide more information on this service learning project. Thank you.